500, but even if both teams were unranked, this is the kind of battle we would expect between these two programs.
The Lakers will have the ball first to start this second half of play as they will inbound. Womack will handle here in the backcourt set for the Lakers as he works it across the midcourt stripe. Picked up by Dang Rang defensively. Hunter Soper with it, guarded by Hazelton. Over to Edmondson. Down low they go to Perkins here inside, working against Clairbout. Rejected by Nate here along the baseline.
Nate continuing his block party there as he smacks another one out of bounds.
Perkins maybe facing one of his toughest tests here in terms of the length here of Clairbout. Typically has a big size advantage on the inside.
He does, and this is a big adjustment for him. That's a great point.
Womack with it here, out top as he comes off the screen. The Bulldogs have to come on the help. Perkins grabs the rebound as Clairbout had to help off. And we got a foul called here, and it's going to be whistled here against Jimmy Scholler.
Scholler picking up that foul as Bulldogs had to come over and help on the drive, and Jimmy Scholler dropping down to help and ends up picking up that foul.
First one on Jimmy here as the Lakers will key it in here along the baseline. See if the Bulldogs could get a stop here on this first possession of this second half of play. 20 on the shot clock as they'll inbound out top to Soper. Soper looking for Perkins, comes off the screen, trying to draw the switch. Bulldogs able to recover. Now Womack has it out front. Underneath the Perkins, and he's going to be called for the traveling violation.
And Nate caused that with his size and his shot blocking ability. It caused Perkins to commit that turnover.
So the Bulldogs will get the possession here as they work it against a little three-quarter court pressure. Scholler to handle. Now to Erickson with it here for Ferris State. Ethan racing to the near side as the Lakers tried to come on the double. Now they'll settle back into the man-to-man as Ferris State will work it into the hands of Scholler. The senior with it here to Dang Rang. Back to Jimmy here on the right side. Looking for Clairbout down low, and the pass came to a tough spot on the backside where Soper was able to come over and help and grab the steal. Near side, Soma left open. Three ball on the way. Good.
Wide open. Nobody within probably 5 yards of him.
Scholler racing to the near side here for the Bulldogs. Off to Hazelton as the Lakers have a 9-point lead. Now Erickson with it at the point for Ferris State over to Dang Rang. Dang with it here, looking for Ethan off the screen, back to Scholler. Now down low to Hazelton. Hazelton underneath, inside to Clairbout, who puts it up and in.
Yeah, good job there by Nate, flashing to the front of the rim and having those hands ready.
Ferris State needs stops here on the defensive end as the Lakers will set it up here at the front court set. Soma with it to Perkins, back near side to Soper. Soper with it off to Edmondson. Scholler right there, able to fight over the screen. Down low on the bounce to Perkins, who lays it up and in.
Great execution right there as Perkins able to roll off of that down to the rim and get the finish there before Nate could get back and have an attempt at the shot block.
His first basket of the ball game. Here comes Erickson inside, and that one blocked away. It'll remain here with the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs right now just trying to settle down here a little bit as Lakers have got that lead out to 9 as Perkins tying his shoe here on the baseline.
I think he was the guy that got part of the block right there as it ended up out of play. So Ferris State will inbound here from the baseline as Reese Hazelton will toss it in here for the Bulldogs. Score at 48-39 here as Scholler has it near midcourt. Crowd wanted the foul, did not get it. Jimmy works his way inside and stripped to the ball as Soma pulled it out here, and the Lakers get it right back here offensively. Edmondson off the screen, steps back, three ball on the way, is off target here to the back end, and the Bulldogs able to clear up the glass. So Dang Rang with it here. Ferris State wants to set it up in the half-court set. Left side of the circle here to Hazelton. Inside to Scholler, and he's bumped on the play here down low, and this one's going to be on Edmondson, who will pick up his second foul here for the Lakers.
Well, it's just trying to find a rhythm here offensively. It's just not really getting a lot of good shots right here, and almost turned it over right there.
Here comes Clairbout looking for the handoff. Now he swings it right side to Dang Rang. 15 on the shot clock here as Dang works off the dribble. Free throw line jumper on the way is no good here and out of bounds. It's going to remain here with the Bulldogs. Good work by Clairbout of trying to contest that rebound.
Yeah, Bulldogs were a little fortunate right there as they had three blue shirts right there. They kind of pushed Nate out of the way, but not able to hang on to the basketball.
Ferris State goes out top here as Clairbout works off the screen here. Now Scholler with it back to Hazelton. A three from the near side is up and good.
Bulldogs needed that one bad. Now a 6-point game, and 6 points feels significantly better than 9 points, as Lakers were right on the verge of double digits.
Here comes Perkins inside, down the lane on the right side. Over in the corner to Soper. Soper drives baseline, attacks hard. Could not get it to go, and the Bulldogs with the rebound. Scholler with it here. Off to Erickson. Erickson racing hard, and his pass intercepted by Edmondson. Was looking for Dang Rang underneath. Bulldogs have to get back and get matched up here on the defensive end. A man open in the corner, but the Lakers did not notice it until it was too late. Womack driving left side against Erickson. Reverse lay-in is up and good.
Yeah, worked his way inside all the way to the basket. You mentioned the reverse layup there to get that 6 point lead back up to 8 here as Bulldogs dribbled through the trap.
Hazelton tried to split a couple defenders, and a blocking foul called here on Womack as Ferris State will go to the bench for the first time. Hamilton and Bingham will come on for Dang Rang and Jimmy Scholler here into the Bulldog lineup. 16-19 to play, 50-42. 10th-ranked Lakers leading the 6th-ranked Bulldogs here in this basketball game. Hamilton over to Erickson. First good look he's got all game, and he knocks it home.
Yeah, they have not left him alone very many times, but Soma, a little too much space there for Ethan Erickson.
5 point lead now for the Lakers. We'll see if the Bulldogs can get another push here at Lake State. As we approach the first media timeout, we got a hold called underneath here as Soper was trying to cut through. Got to be whistled here against Reese Hazelton.
The Lakers have had that lead up to 9. The Bulldogs have pushed back when they've gotten that lead that big. And see if they can cut it back here under 5, but we'll have to start at the defensive end.
Clairbout able to tip the pass away out of bounds. It'll remain with the Lakers down to our right here on the offensive end for Lake Superior. As they inbound next to their own bench, they'll get it into Perkins. Perkins squares up with the clear out against Clairbout. Underneath inside. Tough shot rattles away and rebounded by Reese Hazelton. Bulldogs back into the front court set with Tyler Hamilton now orchestrating at the point here for the Bulldogs. Off the screen to the left side. Erickson was fouled here. Edmondson had the arms up, got a piece of him across the face. I don't think Ethan liked it too much, and that foul on Edmondson will be his third.
So he's going to have to take a little bit of a break here.
A couple substitutions here for the Lakers. Carter Smith will come on, and Herricow will check on here as he replaces Soper on the front line here for the Lakers. A little pushing match here between Clairbout and Perkins here, and Nate Clairbout saying, I'm trying to hold my spot as he tries to get it here on the lob. He's got it here on the near side, working right at Perkins. Inside, tried to feed it underneath. Tough pass here, and Herricow intercepts it as he works it back up the floor, drives left side, rejected by Clairbout, but we got a foul call.
He banged right into Big Nate. Nate just blocked it. That's a tough call right there. What is a defender supposed to do right there? Guy crashes into you and you get all ball blocking the shot.
He had a hand right on top of the ball, but nonetheless, whistle blown here. That'll be the first on Clairbout.
I just have no idea what a defender is supposed to do.
So Herricow at the stripe here, trying to add on to a 5 point lead, and the first one up and good. He now has 5. 3 fouls against each team here in the second half. Some of the fans continue to get restless behind us here tonight.
They have not. Some of the fans behind us have not been overly impressed with this crew here tonight. They've been giving it to this crew all night. But the Lakers, the beneficiary right there of, I would just, to be kind, say a very tough call against Nate Clairbout.
52-45 our score here as the Bulldogs will set it up in the half-court set. Bingham with it here on the left side of the circle to Hazelton, working right at Herricow. Down to the block here on the near side. A lot of body contact again. Hazelton trying to fight through it, and finally a foul called. A little too much contact here as Herricow going to be whistled for the foul call, and he did not like the call.
Herricow's got to be careful here. He's getting a little emotional here, as you would expect in this game. He's going to take a seat on the bench right there.
He'll check out as Sorrell will come on here for Lake Superior, and Hazelton will inbound. Able to get it into Clairbout. Off to Hamilton. Hamilton with it, steps back, 3 ball on the way. He's knocked down, buries the 3, and a chance at a 4-point play.
Bulldogs are going to get the benefit of that one right there. 3-point play is good play there by Hamilton. Kind of kicked the leg out just a touch, and Lake Superior State committing that foul.
Called against Carter Smith, who had just came on a little bit ago, and this will put Tyler Hamilton at the line. Chance to cut this back to a one-possession ball game here for the Bulldogs. He knocked home the three. He's got 6 here in the ball game for Ferris State. We'll see if he can get this free throw to go here for the Bulldogs. Free throw is on the way by Hamilton. It's up and good. So the Bulldogs have cut it to 52-49. Scoreboard! 52-49 here with 15 minutes to play. Here as they will set it up here to the near side. Back to the near side. Womack with it. Top side to Carter Smith. Back to Womack here on the right side. They do have it correct now on the scoreboard. Perkins inside. The Bulldogs come on the double. He tries to split the defense, and a foul called. And
wow.
Going to be whistled here against Hazleton.
Wow. Taking a look at this replay right now is Perkins kind of spins baseline there. Well, I tell you what, that's a pretty solid defense right there. That's a guy forcing a shot through a double team, and he gets a bailout. So they are still issuing bailouts, in case anybody's interested.
52-49 our score here will be Lake State basketball. They were going to let him shoot free throws. Now they're going to put it where it should be on the baseline.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the Lakers will inbound here. It was called against Hazleton, who drew his second. Hamilton, a near steal on the inbounds play, goes diving into the Laker bleachers. Bulldogs coming with some subs here as Donovan Brown-Boyd and Kenny Turner will come on. Clairmouth and Hazleton will get their first rest here in the second half.
Yeah, Bulldogs kind of rotating their big bodies right here in tandems.
The Lakers will inbound here from the sideline as Womack has it to the near side. Kenny Turner with the matchup here against Perkins right now. Perkins has it out front to Womack. Womack works his way around, challenges Turner, and another whistle here, and that's going to be number 4 on Kenny Turner.
Kenny Turner was shuffling his feet a little bit here, and I don't know. That's a tough call, man.
He's had some tough ones working against him here tonight as he picks up his 5th team foul. This will put Womack at the stripe here in a 2-shot situation, and his first one is up and good. 53-49 here is Hazleton's going to come right back on here for the Bulldogs, replacing Turner here on the front line.
Yeah, Kenny can't get a break. I mean, he kind of jumped up there, and they called the foul on him, and it's just been a tough night for number 34.
Erickson will come back on as well here for the Lakers, replacing Perkins as they give Perkins a breather here with 14:29 to go. 53-49 score here as Womack will be at the stripe here for Lake Superior. Second free throw on the way is no good. Erickson with the rebound, though, here on the offensive glass. And we got another whistle called here against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you got to box out. I mean, that's just it just doesn't get much simpler than that. Erickson's a guy, very aggressive player, and he's going to get in there and scrap. And you got to meet that intensity level. You got to step up that lane and box out.
53-49 Lakers here as they will inbound here on the baseline, able to get it into Sorrell in the corner. Back topside to Soper, who returns to the floor. He'll give off to Carter Smith here, picked up by Hamilton. Draws the switch, back to Soper. 3-ball from the point is on the way and good.
That's some great action right there, and Soper capable of hitting that shot. All of a sudden you look up, 7-point lead here again for the Lakers. Bulldogs had a chance to make it a one-possession game.
Brown-Boyd with it over to Hamilton on the far side of the circle. Tyler with it out front, splits the defense, drives inside. He's challenged here, missed the shot, did not get the call, and Soper with the rebound. Race it up the floor is Erickson. He missed on the lay-in, and Bingham with the defensive rebound. Here come the Bulldogs up the floor to Hamilton. Hamilton driving to the hole, up and good, count the basket here for the Bulldogs.
Boy, great push right there by Hamilton. Saw the defense not in a great position, and he just took it all the way to the basket for the hoop and the harm. A 3-point play opportunity coming up for Hamilton.
Sorrell called for the foul here for the Lakers. That'll be his second, and Tyler Hamilton at the line, trying to cut into a 56-51 lead here for the Lakers. At 13:48 to go. We knew this one was going to be intense, and it certainly has been here this evening.
Certainly living up to that billing there as Hamilton completes the 3-point play.
Able to knock it home here, and it's back to 4 for the Bulldogs. At 13:48 to go is the Lakers will inbound here in the backcourt. Steve Hettinga with a smile on his face down along the Lakers sideline.
He's had a lot to smile about so far in this game.
Carter Smith with it here across the timeline. We'll give it off to Soma. Soma with it here to Sorrell. Back right side with it is Soper on the wing. Top side to Herricow. Herricow with it, picked up by Bingham, trying to drive left side, able to work past him. Somehow got the reverse lay-in to go.
Well, that's a great finish right there. I don't know how he spun that one in.
He's a guy that's given them some big minutes here early in the season this year. With it is Hamilton, back near side to Brown Boyd. Brown Boyd with it here for Ferris State. Top side to Bingham. Down low to Hazleton, knocked loose, but Donovan Brown Boyd ends up with it. Knocked away. It'll remain with the Bulldogs.
Looks a little trouble handling the ball right there, but out of bounds off the Lakers is Jackson Whitaker going to check in for Ethan Erickson.
Back on will come Edmondson as well here as he'll replace Soma into the lineup here for the Lakers. With 13:10 to play here tonight. 58-52 our score as the Bulldogs try to get it in. Tyler Hamilton with it here out front for Ferris State. 9 on the shot clock. He's got to move quick here off the right side. Takes it up, missed the lay-in, and the rebound pulled away here by Edmondson. Edmondson ahead to Carter Smith. Carter Smith with it here as they have Herricow right now being guarded by Hamilton, and we're going to get Hamilton with the foul call here as that foul on Tyler Hamilton going to be his third here for the Bulldogs.
3 on Tyler. He's going to have to sub out here. Is Jimmy Scholler going to check back in? Big Nate Clairbout going to come in as well to give Michael Bingham a rest.
So Clairbout will come back on here for the Bulldogs as they're going to leave Donovan Brown Boyd out there along with Jackson Whitaker and Reese Hazleton. 5 on the floor here for the Bulldogs. 1-and-1 set here for Herricow as he steps to the stripe here for Lake State. Down to our right here, and the free throw is up and good. Able to knock home the first. He's now got 9 here in the ballgame tonight.
So get a chance here. That was the front end of a 1-and-1 as the Lakers have been knocking them down from the free throw line. They have shot really well at the stripe.
6'7" sophomore from Edmonton, Alberta, able to knock home the second try, and the Lakers pushed it back to 8 here at 60-52. Brown Boyd with it here in the half-court set for Ferris State. Looking for Scholler. Now to Whitaker. Whitaker with it. Topside to Hazleton on the near wing. Reese across the floor to Jimmy Scholler. It ends up in the hands of Whitaker. Whitaker spins on the defender. Back to Hazleton. Shot clock at 12. Here as the Bulldogs go down low to Clairbout. Underneath. Tough pass. Was looking for Scholler. They're going to get Jimmy with the offensive foul here as Scholler is called for the foul. And the Bulldogs are not going to like this call.
That's 2 guys going for the ball.
Called against Jimmy Scholler here for Ferris State, and it's a turnover here on the Bulldogs.
What?
So that foul on Scholler, his second here, as head coach Andy Bronkema having a conversation with the official right in front of us here. It will not be a shooting situation, or maybe it will. Steve Hettinga's asking for the 1-on-1 set.
He's saying it's an offensive foul, so you don't shoot on an offensive foul.
So it will be Laker basketball nonetheless here. Emotions getting high and intense here tonight in the second half as Carter Smith races here into the front court, trying to get past Whitaker. Back topside to Herricow. Herricow with it off to Soper. Soper with the head fake, drives inside, kicks it away to Edmondson, back to Herricow. Bulldogs doing a pretty solid job here, and a shot by Herricow up and in, and a foul called against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a great finish. Great finish.
Called against Nate Clairbout here for Ferris State. Well, that'll be his second and the 9th team foul, and the lead up to 10 here with 12:10 to go.
Yeah, that's a great take to the basket. Bulldogs just not able to get in position and drew that foul.
So the Lakers will send Herricow to the stripe once more. He's having a big game here, 6 of 6 from the line. He's got 12 here for Lake Superior. Missed this try, and the rebound by Nate Clairbout here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to find some offense here with 12 minutes to go in the ball game. As Scholler will set it up to Brown Boyd here on the right side of the circle. Brown Boyd still with it. Back to Hazleton, near side to Jimmy Scholler. Scholler works it here, down to the near side, draws the double. Back topside to Whitaker. Whitaker splits the defense. Off to Brown Boyd, and the Bulldogs give it away again. Here comes Carter Smith ahead to Herricow, who jams it home.
Great finish right there, and the Lakers have got it going.
Ferris State with it. Whitaker, right side three on the way, off the rim, and the rebound pulled away here by Hunter Soper. 64-52 our score. 11:27 to go, and the Bulldogs need to find some stops here defensively. Sorrell has it here on the right side of the circle. Back topside to Edmondson. Edmondson called for the traveling violation. That'll lead us to a media timeout. Much needed timeout right here.
Well, the Bulldogs have hit a few here in the second half.
Bulldogs here will inbound as Jimmy Scholler will key up the offense here for Ferris State. From the backcourt to the front court, Scholler on the right side to Whitaker. Here on the wing on the right edge. Back topside to Hazelton, near side to Scholler. Jimmy with it here, picked up by Soper. Back here at the high post with it is Donovan Brown-Boyd inside. He lost the basketball and picked up finally here by Soper. Ahead, Carter Smith with it, back to Soper. Topside with it is Herricow. Tries to work past Clairbout, and a hand check going to be called here on the Bulldogs.
I think you got to give him a little bit of room out there. He's been faking and then putting the ball on the floor going to the basket. And he only attempted 1-3 in the game so far. And Bulldogs have been giving him that dribble drive.
So Herricow at the line here as the Bulldogs are coming with some fresh bodies here following this first free throw. And the first free throw is up and good. So the Bulldogs coming on with a new look here as Kenny Turner and Ethan Erickson will come on, along with Dang Rang for Ferris State. Looks like they'll leave Scholler and Hazelton out there. And now the Lakers with some changes as Womack and Perkins will both return.
Bulldogs just trying to get some of their key offensive players going. It's been a really tough shooting night for some of the Bulldogs' key offensive players, and that's part of the reason that they've had this deficit.
Herricow's second free throw, no good here, but followed his own shot, almost came away with the rebound, and fortunately Ethan Erickson able to pick it up here for Ferris State. Scholler with it to Dang Rang as the Bulldogs look to work the offense. Here to Hazelton on the near wing. Reese with it here, wants to launch the three, this one off the back edge. Rebound by Herricow, and here comes Lake State up the floor. In no hurry with 10:30 to play and a 65-52 lead as they set it up in the half-court set. Topside Perkins has it on the handoff back to Womack. Womack guarded by Erickson, drives left side, spins back here to the near side. Nice job by Ethan here as Womack had it blocked away by Erickson.
Yeah, good defense there by Ethan Erickson. Kind of had him bottled up there a little bit. Nearly a 3-second call as we heard coming from the bench. 9 seconds on the shot clock right now for Lake Superior State.
Herricow checks out here as Soma comes back on here for the Lakers, and Womack will key it in. Right side to Soper, back to Perkins. Perkins racing to the right side against Turner. Might have walked, did not get the call here for Ferris State, and Hazelton with a defensive rebound. Up ahead, the Bulldogs go to Dang Rang in transition. Back to Jimmy Scholler. Scholler with it, topside to Hazelton. Hazelton with it over to Dang Rang. Looking for Erickson. Bulldogs have had trouble really getting him going. Here's Dang from downtown. Three ball on the way is no good, and the rebound pulled away here by Womack.
Yeah, hard to argue with that look. Those are the looks that Lake Superior State has been able to hit here in this game. That's just a pick and roll right there, and unfortunately Bulldogs not able to hit. Womack
spins it left. Perkins with it. Off here to Soper on the baseline. Back to Edmondson off the screen. This three contested. Did not get it to go, and Dang Rang with the rebound. Bulldogs have got a few stops, but they haven't been able to convert here offensively. 9:15 to play here. They've got 20 on the shot clock. Dang Rang with it here. Off to Kenny Turner at the high post. Turner squares up. 16-footer on the way. Is high and in the air. Rebounded, though, by Hazelton here on the offensive end. Now Reese with it. He's got Womack on him. We'll see if he can back him down. Soper comes on the double. Reese spins it over. He's got Scholler wide open for three. This one off target. Jimmy following it. Able to come away with it in the corner. But then the Bulldogs had it taken away as Perkins, I think, was there defensively.
Kenny Turner lost the shoe.
Playing without the shoe right now here for the Bulldogs. Defending Perkins on the inside. Doing a pretty solid job as they try to throw it to Perkins, and it's thrown away. It'll be Bulldog basketball.
Kenny Turner caused the turnover there with one shoe right there as he was able to battle Perkins inside.
Hazelton will check out. Winded right here. He played a lot of minutes in that stretch here for the Bulldogs in the second half.
Played some tough minutes, too. He was battling in there.
Tyler Hamilton will come on, replacing Jimmy Scholler. Turner will get his shoe back on here with 8:36 to play. A 65-52 lead here for the Lakers. This one not over by any means, but the Bulldogs need to try to make a push here in the next few minutes.
Here we go. This is about the time the Bulldogs want to start trimming away at that lead.
Ferris State will set it up here as Tyler Hamilton will work it up the floor here for the Bulldogs. Hamilton with it to Erickson. Erickson with it back topside to Brown Boyd. Donnie off the dribble here to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton with it to Brown Boyd here on the right side. High post to Turner. Turner inside, leads into Perkins, not able to get it to fall, and the rebound by Soper underneath. As the Lakers come up with the stop here defensively. Head to Soma as we approach the next media stoppage. Perkins with it on the left. Turner going to get up on him and try to body him as Perkins spins baseline in a tough spot. Has to move it away. Here comes Soma driving. He kicks it away in the corner. Womack for three, well off target. The ball batted around, and finally Perkins with it here on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Bulldogs lose another battle and then get a cheap hand check.
Foul called here is Edmondson.
They're not having time, but time on the clock is not their ally right now, so they have got to treat this last 7:50 of regulation precious.
At the free throw line is Edmondson. His first free throw is up and good here for the Lakers. Hand check was called on Erickson. Edmondson knocks home the first. Back on will come Herricow. He'll spell Soper here on the front line for the Lakers, as Edmondson will have yet one more free throw here for Lake State. Second free throw up and good. The Lakers now 20-25 from the stripe here in the ballgame. Lead at 15 here for Lake Superior as Dang Rang will set up the attack to Brown Boyd here on the near side. Over to Erickson. Erickson with it here. Back topside to Brown Boyd. Working off the dribble, and a foul called here on Edmondson. And that foul on Edmondson will be his fourth here for the Lakers.
Edmondson standing right now on the brink of sitting for the rest of this game.
Head coach Steve Hedinka, no movement yet here from the bench. Now he will, as Carter Smith will check back on here for the Lakers. Got to replace Edmondson on the floor here with Brown Boyd at the stripe here for the Bulldogs. So Donovan Brown Boyd here to shoot the one-on-one set here for the Bulldogs. Free throw number one, up and good, as he's got 4 points here in the ball game. See if he can knock home this second opportunity here for Ferris State.
The Bulldogs, if they can knock this down, if they come with some pressure here, try to upset the rhythm that Lake Superior State has been in.
Second try by Brown Boyd is no good. That one rolls off the rim, and the rebound pulled away here by Kingsley Perkins. Carter Smith in the backcourt, back to Womack. A little full court pressure by the Bulldogs. They force the turnover, perhaps. Bodies on the floor. We got over and back called here against the Lakers.
Yeah, tough place. He fell in. Womack fell in just a really tough spot right there, and ended up with the over and back call.
Good work by the Bulldogs to kind of knock it out of his hands initially, and then good hustle by Ferris State to try to dive on top of it. The Bulldogs will get it here in the half-court set offensively as Brown Boyd gets it in here to Tyler Hamilton. Hamilton keys it back left side. Brown Boyd attacking here off the near edge. Back topside, Hamilton over to Erickson. Long three on the way is up and in.
A big shot right there by Ethan Erickson. Bulldogs got a chance here.
He cuts it back to 11 here as Soma has it. Up ahead, and a foul called here on the hold. Erickson said he was pushed off against, but he's going to be charged with the foul here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Edmonds. Wow. Actually, you know what? I'm not even sure there was a foul there. I thought in real time that there was maybe a foul, but I didn't really think there was much of a foul there.
That's one maybe quick play on. Herricow did have the arm out there, as he will be at the stripe here for the Lakers. Free throw is on the way and no good. Missed here the first one. He'll have another opportunity. 10 fouls here on the Bulldogs, 7 on the Lakers here in half number 2.
Bulldogs got a box out here.
Second free throw is set here as Herricow eyes the basket. This one up and in as He knocks home the second opportunity. Now with 16 here as Soper will come on. Carter Smith will check out here for the Lakers. Kind of been Herricow in this second half that has carried Lake Superior here this evening. Ferris State with it here as Hamilton works it left side here to Brown Boyd. Brown Boyd with it, down low to Turner, and foul going to be charged here to Kingsley Perkins. So Perkins called for his third foul, and this will put Turner at the stripe here of the 1-1 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs will need to be efficient here at the free throw line.
Michael Bingham going to come on here for Dang Rang for Ferris State. As Kenny Turner will be at the stripe. Clairbout set to come on here with 6:54 to go. 68-56 our score here as the Bulldogs try to cut this back to a 10-point ball game. Turner's free throw up and good as he knocks home the first here for the Bulldogs.
And Nate Clairbout going to check in for Kenny Turner if he can hit this free throw.
Second try here for Turner as he gets set. This one on the way is up and good. As Kenny Turner a couple free throws here for the Bulldogs, and it's back to a 10-point difference here with 6:54 to go.
The Bulldogs coming with some full court pressure right here.
Hill to climb here for the Bulldogs. Going to have to put it together a possession at a time. Lakers almost tossed it away. Bulldogs have a chance here. The Lakers close to a 10-second call. Herricow finally across the timeline. Soper with it in the corner. A three from Soma off target this time and rebounded by Michael Bingham.
They've got him to move fast. This is what the Bulldogs want.
Bingham from downtown. Three ball up and good here for the Bulldogs.
And another three right here. Headingley going to get a timeout here. Doesn't like what he's seeing right now.
Timeout called.
Hopefully a lot of some other sports as well as we get toward the end of the calendar year.
Of course, a lot of game left to be played still here. 6:28 to go. The Bulldogs have cut it to 68-61. They're putting on the pressure here. Herricow trying to handle it. The Bulldogs wanted a foul call, did not get it against Herricow. Up across the timeline, and Brown Boyd trying to save it, runs into the official. They're going to say he stepped out of play.
Yeah, that got a little chaotic over there with the official right there in the middle of the play, and ball bounced off the official, and he was in bounds.
I'm not entirely sure it ever went out of play, but nonetheless.
Yeah. I mean, he's in bounds.
The Lakers have it. Kingsley Perkins with it to Herricow here in the half-court set. Down low to Perkins. Matched up against Clairbout. Spins inside, and the hook up and good.
That's a strong move. That's the best move he's had against Nate. Nate's had a pretty good defensive game against him.
70-61 here as Bingham will give it off. Looking for Erickson coming off the screen to the near side. Ethan steps back. Jumper on the way is up and good.
Ethan able to clear out a little bit of space, and Coach Headingley not liking that move.
Womack with it here. Back to Soper up the sideline here to Herricow. Able to catch here. Takes it inside. The Bulldogs trying to get matched back up here, trailing by 7 with 5:35 to go. Womack to Herricow here on the left side of the circle. Long three here. Takes a high bounce, and the rebound pulled away here by Erickson. Erickson into the half-court set, trying to settle down the Bulldogs. Long three on the way. Bingo!
Yeah, questionable shot by Lake Superior State, and Ethan buries another triple.
Back to a 4-point ball game. Womack over to Soper. They break the pressure to Herricow. Driving here inside and stripped to the ball by Donovan Brown Boyd. Here comes Hamilton. Back to Erickson. Erickson wanted the shot. Now he'll settle it back. Here as Soper is up on him here defensively, and a foul called here against the Lakers.
And here come the Bulldogs. All of a sudden a 4-point game with Ethan Erickson stepping to the free throw line.
Chance to cut this back to one possession here with 4:58 to go. The momentum has turned here in this basketball game. Dang Rang coming on for Bingham here for the Bulldogs, and Edmondson will return for Herricow here on the Laker end.
Boy, I tell you what, these basketball games can turn around in a hurry. Look like Lake Superior's going to have a chance to run the clock down, and now all of a sudden the Bulldogs pulled to within 3. Chance to get within 2.
It certainly can turn in a hurry when you got a sharpshooter like Erickson now with 14 points in the ball game, having an off night with the way they've defended him, but he has came to life here as he's cut it back to 2 at 70-68. Edmondson with it here. Back to Soper here as they work it across the timeline. Bulldogs able to rotate the defense. Back to Womack in the corner. Now Edmondson has it. picked up here by Hamilton with 4:45 to go. Perkins out top. Clairbout will play off him. Soper with it. Back to the point. Here comes Carter Smith inside over Clairbout. Well short. And the Bulldogs with a defensive rebound. Erickson will set it up here for the Bulldogs. Another long three on the wall.
And the Bulldogs have taken the lead.
71-70. Erickson right in front of us. Drills the three. Soper attacking. Down the lane. The Bulldogs sped up the Lakers. They're going to try to slow it down. They got Perkins inside of the mismatch. Great work by Dang Rang. No foul called here. The Bulldogs wanted a foul, did not get it, and the Lakers will keep the possession. And Brown Boyd called for the foul. This crowd becoming unglued here tonight in Wink Arena.
Wow, this intensity has picked up all of a sudden here as these two intense head coaches pushing their teams hard. Rob, the Bulldogs have rallied to a 1-point lead. Unbelievable.
The Lakers were in control not that long ago. Just over 8 minutes to play, I believe. Had a commanding lead, but the Bulldogs have rallied behind the play of Erickson. He's hit 4 threes and some long bombs here in this basketball game.
That last one he hit, he was right there almost within arm's length of us.
Womack able to tie it back up here as he makes the first free throw. Both teams will be shooting 2 shots from here on out tonight. Second try rolls in. Here and the Lakers are back in front by 1.
We're on the seesaw right now. Bulldogs briefly take a 1-point lead. Lakers get the foul, knock down the 2 free throws, and regain.
Hamilton with it here as the Bulldogs look to give it off on the right side. Tyler still with it here for the Bulldogs. Crosses over, lost the handle, and he turns it over. And it'll be Laker basketball coming out of our final media timeout. 72-71. The Bulldogs are right
in the game, and he has done that in like the last 5 or so minutes.
Bulldogs trying to put the press on here against Lake Superior. It's kind of rattled the Lakers at times here in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this ball game. They will get ready to inbound. Soper with it here to Womack. Womack trapped in the backcourt. Back to Soper. The Bulldogs come on the double. Now Carter Smith with it here inside. Poked away from behind by Dang Rang as he hustled back defensively to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah. Bulldogs were trying to get Lake Superior to move a little faster than what they wanted, and they were about ready to take the bait when that ball got poked away from behind.
So the Lakers will inbound here on the baseline with 3:40 to play as they will get it into Womack here on the left side of the circle. Womack with it. Here steps back. They go down low to Perkins, who squares up on Clairbout. Nate forced a tough shot here, and Reese Hazelton with a defensive rebound.
Good defense there by Nate Clairbout.
Reese with a double-double now with 11 points and 10 boards here tonight for Ferris State. Erickson in the corner. Thought about the shot. Drives on Carter Smith. And an offensive foul going to be called here against Erickson.
Yeah, I tell you what. I got to take a look at that one because he drives to the basket. I don't know.
That's
cleared out
number
some
4
space
here on Erickson. So Bulldogs have to leave him in the ballgame at this stage with 3:17 to go as they put the pressure right back on. Soper with it in the backcourt. Up across the timeline to Womack. Womack into the paint. Tripped up, and we got another whistle blown here against the Bulldogs. This one on Dang Rang. And the crowd did not like the call again here.
Trying to look at this. Boy, I tell you what, incidental contact. He was standing there when the guy was trying to step through. That's a tough call. I mean, I don't know.
Looks like a wet spot that'll get wiped up here at the other end with 3:10 remaining. 72-71 Lakers. They will be at the stripe with Womack shooting. Here the foul charge to Dang Rang, his second. Been kind of a common theme here tonight. Fans haven't liked the calls in either direction out here this evening.
It's been one of those games, but Bulldogs have had a couple of tough ones go against them. They got Ethan Erickson with the push-off, and he's been hitting everything he's been throwing up in the last 5 minutes, and he actually hit that one. They wiped it away, and the Bulldogs, Dang Rang with the innocent bystander foul leads to the Lakers getting to the free throw line. Now a 2-point lead.
Womack able to knock home the first. Bingham will come on for Dang Rang. Here with 3:10 to go. We've had 48 whistles here in terms of the foul calls. This an extended game that's going to push us maybe beyond the 10 p.m. hour here as Womack missed the second try, and Bingham with the rebound. Jimmy Scholler to work the offense here for Ferris State in the half-court set with 3 minutes left. Looking for Erickson off the screen. Another three. He's fouled. He's going to get 3 free throws right here for the Bulldogs.
Boy, Ethan did a good job of kind of extending that leg and giving himself every chance to draw that foul right there. Actually, the contact wasn't even necessarily with his leg. It was just got into his body a little bit.
Carter Smith called for the foul. That'll be his 4th. Edmondson's got 4 here on the Laker end. Erickson with 4 here on the Bulldog end, along with Turner, who is right now on the sidelines here for the Bulldogs. And Erickson will be at the stripe to shoot 3 here for Ferris State. And the first one by Ethan is up and good. That's
a big one right there. Chance to tie it right here with the second free throw.
Erickson pulls the Bulldogs back within 1. Second opportunity is on the way and good here as he ties it up at 73.
Yeah, he's not even hitting the rim right now on these shots. There's a chance here to give the Bulldogs the lead.
Third and final attempt here for Erickson. Here is the Bulldog veteran, knocks it home. And Ferris State back in front here with 2:58 to play. The Lakers have it here in the backcourt. Veteran team with the basketball here as Soper works it up. Just missed on the steal was Jimmy Scholler. Edmondson from downtown. Not able to get the 3 to go, but they get the offensive board. Now pull it back out to Womack here with 2:40 to play. 15 on the shot clock here as Soper has it out wide here for the Lakers. Guarded by Bingham. Top side to Edmondson. They're looking for Perkins at the high post. Perkins working right at Clairbout. Count the basket, and a foul called here on Nate. So they're going to count the basket, foul on Clairbout. I thought Perkins maybe shuffled the feet. I don't know, but wasn't a whole lot of contact there either, I did not think.
He certainly got the benefit of the whistle right there. Footwork might have been okay. Tough break there for Nate. Sometimes the aggressor gets the call, and that was the case right there for Kingsley Perkins. His chance to give the Lakers a 2-point lead.
We did have the benefit of the replay right there as Perkins knocks home the free throw. He's got 7 on the night. It's 76-74. The Lakers with a 2-point lead. Timeout called here by the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs right now going to regroup here in this timeout. Big 3-point play.
Clairbout and Erickson, the 5 on the floor here as the Bulldogs will have it here offensively. Lakers going to leave the same 5 out there. They're 5 key guys for the most part here on the floor. Bingham the inbound. Scholler has it near midcourt for Ferris State. Over to Bingham here on the right side of the circle. Back to Jimmy here as Jimmy works it on the baseline. Picked up by Edmondson. Off to Erickson. 3-ball on the way. This time did not get it to fall, but Scholler with the offensive board drives back to the hoop and scores.
A great extra effort right there. Jimmy Scholler, right place, right time, and the layup.
Tied up at 76 here with 2 minutes left. Soper in the backcourt. Now had to pick it up. Trying to find someone open. Throws it ahead to Womack. Womack off to Perkins here on the baseline. Back topside to Soper. Now Womack to Carter Smith here on the near side. 15 on the shot clock. Perkins on the baseline. Underneath.
Great block.
Rejected by Clairbout. Out of bounds. It'll be Ferris State basketball.
Well, let's see now. They're having a discussion. They're going to look at it. So
we'll take a look at it. So
not much of an argument put up here by the Bulldogs as Lake Superior State gets the ball back and huge replay goes in the favor of the Lakers.
Regardless, not sure there was enough to overturn it, but nonetheless, the Lakers inbound in the corner. Perkins with it, working off the dribble here to the near side. Clairbout cuts him off. Over to Womack. 3-ball on the way is good.
Huge 3 right there, and that they're going to get a time to end up with a 3-point lead.
So the Bulldogs will have to inbound at the other end here as Soma returns to the floor here for Lake Superior. On the defensive end, as the Bulldogs will get it into Ethan Erickson. They'll let Ethan handle it here into the half-court set. 90 seconds left of the ball game, 79-76 as Erickson works against Soma. Out top, Hazelton will set the screen. Now Ethan with it, working off the right side. To the three-point line, will launch the 3, it's good!
And we are tied!
Able to drill it off the right side. We're squared up again. Here come the Lakers. Soper trapped near midcourt. Timeout called by Lake Superior.
Good smart play there by Soper. He was in a bad spot and I'm overall from the floor.
The Lakers will have it here, and I think they're out of timeouts here with 1:06 to go as they will inbound All right, next to us here, Hazleton up on the basketball as Soper will key it in. 1:06 to play with 22 on the shot clock here for Lake Superior. As they will inbound to Womack, the Bulldog fans trying to get into it here with the defense champ behind us here tonight. See if they can get a huge stop here defensively. Inside of a minute to go. Womack comes off the screen, near side, contested here. Count the basket and a foul on the Bulldogs.
Great drive to the basket there. Is able to turn the corner. Bulldogs help, and you could see Nate sliding down, but Dan got caught a little bit out of position there, tried to recover for the shot block, and committed the foul.
So Dang Rang was out there briefly for defensive purposes, and Womack kind of took it right at a couple defenders, got the shot to go, and he'll have a chance here to make this a three-point ball game again here with 54.7 seconds left. Free throw no good, and Bingham with the defensive rebound here for the Bulldogs.
You know they're going to give Ethan a lot of attention. Bulldogs going to take a timeout.
And they will call timeout just in front of us here with 47 seconds left. Ferris State trailing 81-79. If you're the
Bulldogs were probably done, and they just came from out of nowhere. And now they need one more.
We'll see if they can get one right here as Bingham will inbound to Jimmy Scholler. Ferris State 20 on the shot clock, 45 seconds left to play. Here is Scholler, finds an opening, kicks it away to Clairbout in the paint, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, so they go inside to Nate Clairbout. We thought that might be one of the possibilities, and Nate with a clutch bucket.
The Lakers with it here, about a 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Bulldogs went for the quick basket to hopefully get another possession. 18 on the shot clock here for the Lakers. We're down to 25 seconds left in the ball game. Womack off the left side, back to Perkins in the paint. Perkins has to back it away with 10. Back to Womack with 7 on the shot clock. Womack to the near side over Clairbout, partially blocked, and Clairbout fouled maybe here on the rebound by the Bulldogs. Ferris State comes away with the board. Timeout called with 7.5 to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Nate Clairbout got destroyed.
Out on the sideline across the floor. It'll be Jimmy Scholler to inbound here for the Bulldogs with 7.5 to go. Scholler with Erickson, Hazleton, Bingham, and Clairbout. They lob it up here to the near side for Nate. Nate with 5 seconds, off to Erickson with 3. Erickson gets the shot. Yeah! Makes it in! Here for the Bulldogs! Lake State ahead, they throw it away! Ferris State has won the basketball game! Erickson, can you believe it?
What a shot there.